Maybe you're a big shot in the boardroom, but you're lonely in the bedroom. You've given it your all, carried the weight, put in the reps, and you give God praise. Yet all you want now is a wife and children. Moreover, you're longing to be a husband and father. Executive coach Marshall Goldsmith frames it perfectly in his book titled, "What Got You Here Won't Get You There." We know the definition of madness is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. You changing changes everything. Changing your hair is great. Changing your style is great. Changing your location is great. But changing your mind changes everything. Changes will attract her attention without chasing, without being fake, without losing yourself. Enter your pattern interrupt. Change is happening. You listening to me right now is change happening. Marshall Goldsmith says, when we do what we choose to do, we are committed. When we do what we have to do, we are compliant. Philippians 3 verses 13 and 14 says, "Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize, for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus." If you haven't heard it yet, here's today's reminder. Your roadblock to tomorrow's success is yesterday's success. God speaks to his children in such creative ways. One example is when there's coins on the ground. Most people wouldn't bother with one or a few coins strewn about on the ground in random places. But I know someone that when they spot one on their path, they expectedly hurry over to see which direction it's facing. And when they do, they can hear God's voice say, "Heads up, change is coming." That's right. Heads up, change is coming. Isaiah 43 verse 9 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it?" Paul and Peter both pivoted in a heartbeat. You're next. Old keys don't open new doors. Paul, in Acts 9, a celebrated Pharisee, convinced he was right until the Damascus flash. And Peter, in Acts 10, was faithful but fenced in until a rooftop vision shattered his mental walls. Old keys are relationship blockers, like rehearsing past disappointments, using yesterday's tactics to unlock tomorrow's possibilities, or allowing past failure to determine your future, or letting old victories define your identity. The real issue isn't behavior, it's belief. Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." Transformation is change. Renewal is change. Testing and approving his good, pleasing, and perfect will is change. Picture an F1 machine still running training wheels. That's success without relational upgrade. Goldsmith says, "Doing what you've always done won't get you where you want to get to next." Paul's flash of light flipped everything overnight. Peter's sheet vision dismantled prejudice in seconds. Every moment you resist change, you choose compliance over commitment. The following are 3 easy moves you can make to ignite change. In episode 5, we said, pick your fight, or your fight will pick you. Here are your picks. 1. Choose to change. Goldsmith says anybody can change, but they have to want to change. Your action is name one outdated belief. Say it, then scrap it. Immediate obedience. John 8:11 says, "Go and sin no more." Your action? Stop the sabotaging habit cold turkey. Immediate obedience equals instant momentum. 1 Corinthians 5:17 says, "If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation." 3. Accountability activation. Goldsmith literally puts $10 on the line for every slip. Or you could post your commitment publicly and tag someone to check in on you. Paul got baptized at once. Peter crossed cultural lines immediately. Your pivot can start right now. Let's use the copywriting framework again, called PASS. Problem, agitation, solution. Your problem is feeling stuck. You're stuck because what worked before in your career, your faith journey, even your past relationships is not working now. You're unintentionally sabotaging your chances. Your agitation, what worked before isn't working now. You're successful, disciplined, driven, but your relational patterns haven't shifted. You're attracting the same results because you haven't changed what fundamentally matters: your mindset, spiritual posture, and relational tactics. Your past success has blinded you to your present stagnation. Your solution, change, is the answer. Change your mindset and behaviors intentionally. Embrace the biblical pattern interrupt God frequently uses to redirect men into deeper purpose and relational success. Change is not a suggestion. It's a doorway. Comment below on the change you're making today, and we'll hold you to it. Watch this video next to hear how a good fight attracts the right girl and repulses the wrong girl. Until next time, remember, you're not single by accident. Your singleness is not happening to you. It's happening for you.